the Adventure Travelers. Sailing Mexico from La Paz to Mazatlan, and a road trip through Mexico. So it's time to leave La Paz and start a new adventure. I definitely learned some new stuff like how to use my rod and reel.
We are definitely not used to sailing in this kind of weather. How calm it is. Beautiful.
So we took advantage of the slow roll and we're trawling our fishing line. Along with the calm comes a constant lookout for cargo ships in our path. But the sunsets are worth it. We just took our time and made it safely across the Sea of Cortez, and it took us about 2 days. Sailing into Mazatlan Harbor was totally epic and not in a good way. Mike literally surfed our boat into the harbor on these massive harbor waves. Safe and happy back in the marina. The first thing we always do in a new place is take a walk and get a lay of the land. And along with the usual microplastics and litter, were some amazing sea creatures. Our new marina mates have a weekly safety meeting, which was basically happy hour and playing with the harbor kitty. Speaking of friendly, we stumbled on Mazatlan's Old Town, where we had a few earned and well-deserved martinis. With great upscale food and art. And the more Mike drank, the better looking I got. The next day, we boarded a bus to Puerto Vallarta just so we could pick up some important mail. The bus trip took about 13 hours, and we finally found a hotel using Priceline.com. If you know us, we rarely make reservations because we never know where we're going to be. That's the beauty of the Adventure Travelers. See the pizza box? It was great being off the boat for a while. Our next land adventure would be renting a car and going to Acapulco. Have you ever rented a car in a foreign country? It's pretty much the same as the US, but they all have different rules. This is Pepe, our new friend for a week. You can see here we drove almost 14 hours in one day to get to Acapulco, but we zipped through Mexico City. And like any other city, there was horrible traffic, skyscrapers, heavenly food, and lots of pride. Hey, and where else can you find a go-kart racing track and horses to rent on the same property? So we got to Acapulco, and they knew the couple in love from 10 years ago was coming back. And back then, we knew we were having fun because we made the hotel blacklist. They gave us the same room as we had 10 years ago, 3102. The room was exactly like we remembered it, and we had plenty of room to play in a 2-bedroom suite. And the patio was huge and perfect for more than a few martinis. The day life can be adventurous, but the nightlife is even better. But stay local in Acapulco and don't venture out past the tourist areas. The next day would be all about me. We went to Taxco, the silver capital of Mexico. We were granted a private tour in a major silversmith company's workshop. It was fascinating to see how they build the molds for all these pieces. The town of Taxco is like an old European city with narrow roads and cobblestone streets. And of course, a cathedral in the town square. Lunch was atop an amazing cafe that overlooked the city. We had guides for this adventure because sometimes you just want someone else to show you the way. Back at the hotel the next day, we played in the lazy river and washed our clothes in the hot tub jacuzzi.
Live in this beautiful room, however, this is the hillbilly way to wash your clothes.
We were too cheap to go to a laundromat.
Just put them in there and turn on the button. Hippity.
After a day of chores, we got on the road again to another Priceline find, the Las Brisas Ixtapa. Ixtapa has saltwater crocodiles everywhere, so don't stick your feet in the water. If you just overlook the little cherubs in the window, the hotel was spectacular and literally had its own side of the jungle mountain overlooking the ocean. 5 stars in our book. Enough indulgence and on the road to Manzanillo, where we spot a carload full of people hitching a ride. Forget safety laws. You just do what you need to do around here. Like getting gas from the local pregnant girl and her family. We pulled up, she brought a few gallons of gas out and poured it into our car while carrying a baby on her hip. She had some mad skills. Then we were off to another Priceline special offer. That's right, $34. I've never seen these locks on a hotel room door. And it wasn't a good sign when the clerk gave us our TV remotes with our keys. I can't believe I actually said, "Hey Mike, it's better to have a dead cockroach than a live one, right?" And I'm pretty sure that's Xanax on the table. Finally, some great Mexican food before getting back on the boat. More to come. Join our journey. We know you have questions and comments. The Adventure Travelers.